Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay and with me is Prashant Kumar Sinha with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls on President Ramnath Kovind, briefs on the national and international issues. Prime Minister wishes countrymen on the occasion of Guru Purnima, says we must show respect to gurus who make life meaningful. National COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 60.77%, 4,09,083 people recovered in the country. Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal inaugurates world's largest COVID care centre at the Radha Swami Satsang Vyas. More than 25 crore saplings planted in Uttar Pradesh under Mission Briks Charopan 2020 drive. Rajasthan government decides not to conduct undergraduate and postgraduate examinations of this year in all universities. And incessant rains lash Mumbai and parts of Maharashtra, normal life disturbed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today met President Ramnath Kovind. Mr. Modi briefed President on the issues of national and international importance at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Home Minister Amit Shah today visited 1,000-bed Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel COVID hospital built by DRDO in record time. The Defence Research and Development Organisation DRDO has decided to name different wards of the new Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel COVID-19 hospital in Delhi after the Indian Army troops who lost their lives in the Galwan Valley clash last month. The ICU and the ventilator ward in the hospital has been named as Colonel B. Santosh Babu Ward. The centre with 1,000 beds is having specialised intensive care unit beds and is fully air-conditioned. The hospital is near the airport and will be operated by armed forces. Talking to reporters, Defence Minister said more than 250 intensive care units are available in this centre.
मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम अफेयर्स, डाटा सन्स, इंडस्ट्रीज और कई ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस के सहयोग से ये कोरोना मरीजों के लिए एक टेम्पररी हॉस्पिटल बना है। सबसे बड़ी विशेषता ये है कि इसको 12 दिन के अंदर ही ये तैयार किया है और मुझे ये भी जानकारी दी गई कि लगभग 250 से अधिक इंटेंसिव केयर यूनिट्स यहाँ पर, वेंटिलेटर्स, ऑक्सीजन और अन्य सारी सुविधाएं तो यहाँ पर उपलब्ध हैं ही। WHO की जो भी गाइडलाइंस हैं, उन गाइडलाइंस को ध्यान में रखते हुए ही इस टेम्पररी हॉस्पिटल का निर्माण किया गया है।
In a big support to fight against COVID-19 in Delhi, the Indo-Tibetan Border Police ITBP today started operations at the Sardar Patel COVID Care Centre at Radha Swami Satsang Vyas in Chhatarpur. Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Anil Baijal, inaugurated the centre, which is the largest of its kind in the world with over 10,000 beds. Adequate arrangements have been made by the ITBP at the centre, including security, reception, call centre, nursing stations, command control stores, and maintenance staff. Over 1,000 doctors, nurses and paramedic staff of the ITBP and other CAPFs have been deployed at the facility to operate it smoothly. More than 75 ambulances will also be deployed at the centre. A group of first patients are expected at the centre this afternoon. On the occasion, Mr. Anil Baijal reviewed the agencies concerned, the availability of facilities like beds, oxygen cylinders, concentrators, ventilators, ICU and medical staff. Mr. Baijal advised officials to focus on severely ill patients and, if required, to shift them to dedicated COVID-19 hospitals. He instructed the South Delhi Municipal Corporation to ensure cleanliness and sanitation at the centre. The LG said management of COVID centre by the ITBP is greatly appreciated. The government today said a total of 4,09,083 people affected with coronavirus have recovered in the country and the COVID-19 recovery rate has improved to 60.77%. In the past 24 hours, 14,856 people have recovered from COVID-19. In terms of recovery rate, the top 5 states and union territories are Chandigarh, Ladakh, Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan, wherein the recovery rate is above 80%. In terms of number of people recovered from coronavirus, Maharashtra stands at the top position, followed by Delhi and Tamil Nadu. The Health and Family Welfare Ministry said a total of 24,850 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the country within the past 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 6,73,165. This is the highest number of cases registered in one day since the outbreak of the pandemic in the country. In a single day, 613 deaths have been reported, taking the nationwide toll to 19,268. Presently, the total number of active corona cases in the country is at 2,44,814. The Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, said that a total of 2,48,934 tests were conducted by various laboratories in the country in the past 24 hours. This is the highest number of tests conducted by the laboratories in a single day. So far, 97,89,066 tests have been conducted. The ICMR is continuously scaling up its testing facilities for COVID-19 by giving approval to government and private laboratories. As of now, a total of 1,100 laboratories across India have been given approval to conduct COVID-19 tests, including 786 government laboratories and 314 private laboratory chains.
In view of the COVID situation, the Rajasthan government has decided not to conduct undergraduate and postgraduate examinations in all universities, colleges and technical education institutions in the state this year. The decision has been taken in a high-level meeting chaired by Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot. More from a correspondent.
Minister of State for Higher Education Bhavan Singh Bhati told that this year all UG and PG students will be promoted in the next classes without examination. On the other hand, Health Minister Dr. Raghu Sharma has said that the state has developed testing facility of 41,000 samples per day, which will be increased to 50,000 tests daily. COVID test facility has been started in 20 districts. It will also be started soon in the remaining 13 districts of the state. Meanwhile, 480 persons tested positive yesterday, which is the highest number in a single day. 224 more cases reported this morning. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
15 new cases of COVID-19 positive have been reported today in Nagaland, taking the total confirmed cases in the state to 578. Minister of Health and Family Welfare S. Phangnew Phom tweeted this morning that out of 154 samples tested, 15 fresh positive cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed. Out of 578 positive cases in the state, the active cases now stands at 350 and 228 have recovered. Arunachal Pradesh government has revised the timing of the lockdown in the Itanagar Capital Complex region, which starts from tomorrow. State Chief Secretary said that the new timing will be from 5 p.m. of 6th of July to 5 a.m. of 13th of July. He said all government offices within the capital region will remain closed except Raj Bhavan, State Secretariat and Directorate CMO, CS Office, Home, Police Headquarters, Health, Disaster Management, PWD Road and Highways, PA, District Administration of ICC DC Office, Police, Courts, Fire and Emergency Services, Disaster Management and Prisons, Electricity, Water and Sanitation. All commercial and private establishments will remain closed except banks and ATMs, print and electronic media, health facilities and pharmacies, telecommunications, internet services, broadcasting and cable services, and other utility services.
As COVID cases are on the rise in Kerala, the state reports one more COVID death, taking the death toll due to COVID to 26 in the state.
The 82-year-old deceased hailing from Malappuram had returned from abroad on 29 June. The COVID test of the person turned positive today morning who had passed away yesterday in Manjeri Medical College. As the COVID cases contracted through contact is increasing in the state, COVID preventive measures and surveillance tightened in all containment zones in the state. Widespread testing and restrictions being done in Thiruvananthapuram and Ernakulam. Meanwhile, the state government has issued the Epidemic Disease Amendment Ordinance, making it compulsory to wear masks at public places, workplaces and while travelling in vehicles. The restriction will exist till 1 year or till further ordinance. Any protest, strike, procession, conference or gathering is also not allowed without prior permission in writing. Not more than 10 people are allowed in these events. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
In Mizoram, 22 persons tested positive for coronavirus in the past 24 hours. With this, the total number of positive cases of COVID-19 in the state has reached 186, while the number of active cases is 56. According to an official statement, 22 new samples were tested positive from 465 samples tested yesterday. The newly confirmed cases include 10 NDRF and 4 Assam Rifles personnel. Also, out of the total 186 positive cases, 130 patients have been discharged after recovery and 56 are active cases. The Tamil Nadu government has decided to open up Chennai from the full lockdown on Monday, while in Madurai and its suburbs it is extended for 7 more days. State Chief Minister Idapadi Palaniswamy has said in a statement that Madurai will be under full lockdown till the 12th of this month to prevent spread of COVID-19. Meanwhile, the total COVID-19 infection in Tamil Nadu has crossed 107,000 cases, with 4,280 people confirmed positive yesterday. The new cases include 1,842 in Chennai. 2,214 people were discharged after recovery, leaving the active caseload at nearly 45,000. 65 people died of the disease, taking the toll to 1,450. More from our correspondent.
Chennai went in for a full lockdown on the 19th of last month. After 17 days, it is going to be wound up today. Madurai is an exception, where the intense lockdown will be in vogue for another week. Madurai continued to witness a spurt in new cases of COVID-19 for the past many days, leading to the government imposing the control measure. In all rural areas of Tamil Nadu, places of worship with an annual income of less than 10,000 rupees will be permitted to open from tomorrow. However, people have been asked to follow social distancing norms and to wear masks. It may be noted that on all Sundays of this month, the government has made it clear that the whole state will go under complete lockdown, as any crowding outside homes could possibly serve as a recipe for the formation of new COVID-19 clusters. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
Incessant rains have been lashing Mumbai and parts of Maharashtra for the third consecutive day. Heavy spells of rain have caused waterlogging in low-lying areas of Mumbai. The India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast intermittent rains in the city and suburbs with possibility of heavy falls at isolated places in the next 24 hours. More from our Mumbai correspondent.
The Kulaba Observatory in South Mumbai recorded 129.6 mm rain in last 24 hours, while the Santa Cruz weather station in western suburbs recorded 200.8 mm rainfall during the same period. Heavy rainfall inundated low-lying areas of the city, including Hindamata in central Mumbai and Chembur in eastern suburbs. Waterlogging was reported in low-lying areas like Sayan, Dadar, Milan Subway, Kandivali, Malad, Goregaon and Dahisar areas. The neighboring Navi Mumbai and Thane district have also been experiencing continuous heavy downpour. In Sindhudurg, rivers have been flooded, paddy fields have submerged underwater, and reports of tree felling too have been reported due to high velocity winds. An incident of landslide has been reported at Morgaon on the Mumbai-Goa highway. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has urged every Indian to adopt the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign to transform local India into a global India. Speaking at the virtual launch of Elements mobile app through video conferencing, Mr. Naidu said that the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan was aimed at giving a new boost and a quantum jump to the economic potential of the country by strengthening infrastructure, using modern technologies and creating robust supply chains. Prime Minister Narendra Modi wished the countrymen on the occasion of Guru Purnima. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, "Today is a special day to show respect to the Gurus who make life meaningful." He said on this occasion he conveys his best regards to all the Gurus. In Uttar Pradesh, Guru Purnima has been celebrated across the state. This is a festival of showing respect by disciples to the mentors. The Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has appealed to the public to observe the festival of Guru Purnima in compliance with social distancing in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. And he planted a sapling at Lucknow on this occasion under the mission Vriksharopan 2020 drive. More from a correspondent.
People are following social distancing while celebrating Guru Purnima, and there are no public functions as to avoid mass gathering. District authorities, in view of COVID-19, have made special arrangements at the banks of rivers and ponds where people are reaching to take holy dip before Puja Archan. Uttar Pradesh Governor Anandiben Patel and Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath have extended heartfelt greetings to the people on the occasion. He planted 3 saplings of Ficus religiosa, Ficus varens and Vanyan plants at Harit Sankari Vatka at Kokorel Forest in Lucknow on this occasion. Several people were seen planting saplings to pay respect to their mentors. The government is carrying out drive of planting 25 crore saplings in a state in a single day today. MS Yadav, AIR News, Lucknow.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls on President Ramnath Kovind, briefs him on national and international issues. Prime Minister wishes countrymen on the occasion of Guru Purnima, says we must show respect to gurus who make life meaningful. National COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 60.77%. 4,09,083 people have recovered in the country. Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal inaugurates world's largest COVID care centre at the Radha Swami Satsang Byas. More than 25 crore saplings planted in Uttar Pradesh under Mission Vriksharopan 2020 drive. Rajasthan government decides not to conduct undergraduate and postgraduate examinations of this year in all universities, and incessant rains lash Mumbai and other parts of Maharashtra. Normal life disturbed. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
In Gujarat, Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation AMC has added 19 more areas to micro-containment zones while removing 4 areas from the list. Quoting sources, AIR correspondent reports that the multi-pronged strategy adopted by the municipal authority has yielded good results in Ahmedabad. More from our Ahmedabad correspondent.
Situation of COVID-19 pandemic is alarming in Surat, but the same is improving in Ahmedabad. Sources said that Ahmedabad was the worst hit city in the country just 2 months back. The city had more than 2,500 active cases and death rate was nearly 6%. But after the adoption of the multi-pronged strategy, the number of active cases in the city reduced to around 1,500. Active cases declined by 40% from its peak, while death rate also down by half. Key measures which help in controlling COVID-19 include opening of 2,800 clinics in the city, requisitioning of 3,328 beds in 67 private hospitals, and availability of life-saving drugs for critical patients. Yogesh Pandya, AR News, Ahmedabad.
According to the status report of COVID-19 from the Health Department of Puducherry Union Territory released today, the recovery rate has increased to 47.35% and the death rate is 1.47% only. As per the reports, 43 persons were tested positive today for the coronavirus disease, taking the total toll of active cases to 484.
According to the COVID-19 status report released today by the Puducherry Health Department, 33 new cases were reported in Puducherry region, 10 reported in Yanam region. Of the 43 new cases, 30 cases were admitted to the Government Medical College, 3 to Jipmer and 10 in Yanam Government Hospital. Apart from that, 16 from Government Medical College, 12 from Jipmer, 6 from COVID Care Center, 9 from Karaikal Government Hospital and a total of 43 cases were discharged and 1 transferred to Andhra Pradesh. So far, 946 persons were infected by the virus, of which 448 were treated and discharged. 14 died, leaving 484 active cases in hospitals. Chandramohan, AIR News, Puducherry.
Karnataka state was brought under a 33-hour curfew, which began at 8 p.m. yesterday and will continue till 5 a.m. tomorrow in an attempt to curb the spread of coronavirus. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa has instructed each and every department to be very strict and implement the guidelines without any fear or favour. He has also appealed to the public to follow guidelines and to remain inside their homes to control the coronavirus. Transport services, including Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation KSRTC and Bangalore Mahanagar Transport Corporation BMTC and other transport services, including private players, were suspended throughout the state during curfew. In Karnataka, the total number of COVID-19 cases has swelled to 21,549, with 1,839 new cases reported yesterday evening. Till date, 9,244 persons have recovered from the infection and 335 persons have died. The COVID cases are doubling in 11 days in the state. Bangalore urban district is impacted the most, with 7,250 active cases and 129 deaths. To improve the availability of hospital beds for the treatment of corona-positive patients, private hospitals in the city have come forward to allot beds.
In Madhya Pradesh, efforts to control corona infection are showing good results. COVID-19 patients are continuously decreasing in the state. The state was second in the country in terms of active cases earlier, is now at the 15th position due to intensive efforts.
The Kill Corona campaign is being run in Madhya Pradesh from July 1st to 15th.
Citizens are also providing full support in this door-to-door survey. So far, 10,477 samples have been taken under the campaign. The survey covered 61,54,000 populations till Saturday. Health survey of 1,85,00,000 people in the state has been done under this campaign. As per the official release, 1,776 teams in urban areas and 8,975 survey teams are working in rural areas. In a period of 4 days, 399 cases of malaria have also been reported in the state. The Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan said that contact tracing of positive patients should also be done seriously. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
In Assam, flood situation has improved today. Official sources said though the water level is receding at many places, 10 lakh people are still affected due to floods in 18 districts. 6,000 people are taking shelter at 67 relief camps. Meanwhile, 777 COVID-19 positive cases were reported in Guwahati yesterday. 14 days lockdown was announced in Kamrup Metro District on the 29th of June. Meanwhile, all standalone grocery shops were allowed to operate between 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. from tomorrow to Friday in Kamrup Metro District, including Guwahati.
In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the rituals of Puja Archana related to Chari Mubarak of this year's Swami Amarnath Ji were performed in Pahalgam today. Lieutenant Governor Girish Chandra Murmu also paid a visit to the holy cave of Swami Amarnath Ji and paid his respectful obeisances to Lord Shiva. More from our Srinagar correspondent.
In connection with this year's Swami Amarnath Ji Yatra, Bhumi Pujan was performed for the Chhadi Mubarak in Gauri Shankar Temple at Pahalgam today. Mahant Dipender Giri along with some sadhus performed the Puja Archana in the temple. Union Territory Administration had made elaborate arrangements for the event. Mahant Dipender Giri, while talking to AIR News Srinagar, said that he prayed to Swami Amarnath Ji to bestow peace and prosperity to mankind throughout the world. It is worthwhile to mention here that the Bhumi Puja signifies the start of annual Swami Amarnath Ji Yatra 2020. With Tasudar Rashid from Pahalgam, this is Sunil Kohl for AR News from Srinagar.
The Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, has asserted that it is acting in accordance with globally accepted norms to fast-track vaccine development for diseases of pandemic potential. It said it is important to promote indigenous vaccine development while ensuring safety, quality, ethics and adherence to all regulatory requirements. The ICMR and Bharat Biotech have joined hands for the development of a potential COVID-19 vaccine called Covaxin. The Drugs Controller General of India has accorded permission to conduct Phase 1 and Phase 2 human clinical trials. The ICMR said in the larger public health interest, it is important for the ICMR to expedite clinical trials with a promising indigenous vaccine. The World Health Organization, WHO, has appreciated the work done by the Indian government to contain the spread of coronavirus. Chief Scientist at the WHO, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan, said that it is an achievement for India that in the past couple of months, India has become self-sufficient in testing kits. She said the Indian government took serious steps from the beginning and put in place certain measures in January itself based on the WHO recommendations. She said India should also focus on data management originating from the pandemic.
US President Donald Trump yesterday thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for his wishes on America's 244th Independence Day. While replying to PM Modi's wishes, Mr. Trump tweeted, "Thank you, my friend. America loves India." Earlier, Prime Minister Narendra Modi posted a tweet yesterday in which he congratulated the people of the United States of America and President Donald Trump on the 244th Independence Day of the USA. He further said, as the world's largest democracies, India and USA cherish freedom and human enterprise that this day celebrates. US President Donald Trump has said that China, where the coronavirus originated, must be held fully accountable for the pandemic. He said China's secrecy, deceptions and cover-ups allowed COVID-19 to spread all over the world and China must be held fully accountable. Mr. Trump said US was doing great until it was hit by China's coronavirus. Addressing America's 244th Independence Day celebrations, he said, the US is now producing gowns, masks and surgical equipment which used to be imported from foreign lands, especially from China. US President thanked scientists and researchers around the country and the world who are at the forefront of historic effort to rapidly develop and deliver life-saving treatments and ultimately a vaccine. Praising the nation's scientific brilliance, Mr. Trump said the US will likely have a therapeutic solution of vaccine long before the end of this year. The president also berated protesters who toppled monuments of US historical figures in recent anti-racism protests.
The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its bilingual live phone-in program today, will bring listeners a special discussion program on COVID-19. Dr. Ghanshyam Pangte, Professor of Medicine at the Lady Hardinge Medical College, will participate in the discussion. Listeners can ask questions to the expert on toll-free telephone number 1800-115-767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on the FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.com and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. Listeners can also follow us on the News on AIR app for updates. In our series Expert Speak, we bring you views of leading medical experts on COVID-19. Dr. Anant Mohan, head of pulmonary medicine AIIMS, has advised people not to take medicines like hydroxychloroquine or anti-malarial drugs without prescription by a doctor.
Please do not take medicines such as azithromycin, other antibiotics, antivirals or hydroxychloroquine or other anti-malarials without a proper prescription by a doctor. Do not self-medicate.
Dr. Jacinta Gunjial, Senior Nursing Officer AIIMS, has stressed on the need for social distancing.
Social distancing is a non-pharmaceutical infection prevention and control intervention to break the chain of infection.
In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, one CRPF personnel was injured after a blast occurred near the convoy of CRPF at Circular Road near Gangu in Pulwama town outskirts. A senior police officer said that some kind of low-level blast occurred near the convoy of CRPF, in which one CRPF personnel received minor injuries. Meanwhile, yet again a major incident of IED blast was averted by the timely input and action by Pulwama police, Army and CRPF personnel near Peaks Automobile Crossing near Pulwama town. However, the IED was defused safely, averting a major catastrophe. The areas have been cordoned off by the security forces and a massive manhunt has been launched to nab the terrorists. More details are awaited. ITBP Chief S.S. Deswal has said that the recent visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Ladakh has boosted the morale of all forces at the border. Talking to reporters in New Delhi, Mr. Deswal said that the morale of the Indian Armed Forces is very high and the troops are ready to sacrifice their lives for the nation like in the past.
Now let us take a look at today's weather updates. The national capital Delhi is expected to have generally cloudy sky with moderate rain. The minimum temperature was 23 degrees Celsius, while the maximum temperature is expected to be at 34 degrees Celsius. In Srinagar, the temperature will hover between 17 and 32 degrees Celsius. The city will have partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. In Gilgit, the minimum temperature was recorded at 18 degrees Celsius, while the maximum will be around 30 degrees and the sky will be generally cloudy with moderate rain. The sky in Muzaffarabad will be partly cloudy with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. The place witnessed a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius, while maximum temperature will be around 36 degrees Celsius. Bengaluru is expected to experience temperatures between 21 to 28 degrees Celsius.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls on President Ram Nath Kovind, briefs on national and international issues. Prime Minister wishes countrymen on the occasion of Guru Purnima, says we must show respect to gurus who make life meaningful. National COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 60.77%, 4,09,083 people recovered in the country. Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal inaugurates world's largest COVID care centre at the Radha Swami Satsang Vyas. More than 25 crore saplings planted in Uttar Pradesh under Mission Vriksharopan 2020 drive. Rajasthan government decides not to conduct undergraduate and postgraduate examinations of this year in all universities. And incessant rains lash Mumbai and parts of Maharashtra. Normal life disturbed. And with that we end the Midday News.